Conduct in the City Council chambers. Rules of decorum for the public. Members of the audience shall not engage in disorderly or boisterous conduct, including the utterance of loud, threatening, or abusive language, clapping, whistling, stamping of feet, or other acts which disturb, disrupt, impede, or otherwise render the orderly conduct of the city meeting infeasible. A member of the audience engaging in any such conduct shall, at the discretion of the presiding officer or a majority of the city council, be subject to ejection from the meeting per Government Code Section 54954.3C. Removal from the council chambers. Any person who commits the following acts in respect to a meeting of the city shall be removed from the council chambers per Government Code Section 54954.3C. A, disorderly, contemptuous, or insolent behavior towards the city council or any member thereof, tending to interrupt the due and orderly course of said meeting. A breach of peace, boisterous conduct, or violent disturbance tending to interrupt the due and orderly course of said meeting. Disobedience of any lawful order from the mayor, which shall include an order to be seated or to refrain from addressing the city council, and any other unlawful interference with the due and orderly course of said meeting. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Welcome to the Taft City Council Successor Agency Joint Regularly Scheduled Meeting for Tuesday, January the 17th, 2023. City of Taft Council meetings are being held in person with full capacity seating and are live streamed at www.youtube.com/user/City of Taft. Public comment can be made in person and also can be received per the following. Written comments may be dropped off in the drop box in front of City Hall. Comments may be emailed to the city clerk at cityclerk@cityoftaft.org, and they be made by phone to the city clerk's office at 661-763-1222. Public comments will be accepted up until 5 p.m. the day of the meeting, and all comments received will be read into the record. We're going to begin this evening's meeting. If I may, I have nothing but broken Spanish. So, por favor, silencio yo telefono. Por favor, ¿sí? Thank you all very much. We're going to begin this evening's meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, led by myself, followed by an invocation by Greg Mudge. So if you would join me, please. Salute and pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good to see you.
Will you join me in prayer? Father in heaven, we're so thankful that we've been blessed with another year to serve you. And as we face the challenges of this new year, we ask that we'll be guided by your Spirit, that Jesus will be first and foremost in our thoughts as we take on the responsibility to guide the citizens of this community. Father, we're so thankful for all those in presence tonight. We ask that you'd bless each one in a special way. We ask that you would guide and direct our city officials, that they can make decisions that will impact in a pleasing way to you and to all the members of this community. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you very much, Greg. Madam Clerk, may we have a roll call, please?
Yes. Mayor Knorr,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Cryer,
Here.
Councilmember Waldrop,
Here.
Councilmember Chavera,
Here.
and Councilmember Bryant is absent with notice.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, first item on this evening's agenda, item number 1, is the appointment of the city clerk. City Manager Jones, did you have anything to say about this, sir?
I'll read the staff report.
Okay.
You need a
At
motion?
November 8th, 2022 general election, the citizens of Taft approved ballot measure Q, electing to change the position of city clerk from elected to appointed. In response to the passage of the measure, ordinance 850-22 was adopted by council on December 20th. Per the ordinance, the person serving as a city clerk at the time the electors approved the city council to appoint the position would continue to serve until such appointment by council. I'm now bringing this item to the council to seek appointment of the current serving city clerk, Yvette Mayfield, to serve in the appointed position.
All right, thank you very much, City Manager Jones. The recommendation here is first, appoint current city clerk, Yvette Mayfield, to continue to serve now as the appointed city clerk, and she will take the oath of office. It is with great pleasure that I ask that take place right now.
You want to do a motion and a vote?
Well, I guess, I better ought to do that, huh? It doesn't even say that I have to make a motion. At this time, I would entertain a motion to appoint the current city clerk, Yvette Mayfield, to continue to serve now as the appointed city clerk.
Motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion on these items, gentlemen?
It would take too long to describe everything.
Okay, I believe we're all in agreement, and we have talked of the accolades, and we are so blessed to have our city clerk, and we are glad that the people of the city of Taft decided to go this direction. Therefore, I have a motion, a second. May we have a roll call, please?
Mayor Pro Tem Crier,
Yes.
Councilmember Waldrop,
Yes.
Councilmember Chivera,
Yes.
and Mayor Noor.
Yes, and that passes on a 4-0 vote with one member absent. Second step would be for the city clerk, Yvette Mayfield, to take the oath of office.
I'm used to giving it, not taking it.
Yeah, you're on the other side of the card, aren't you?
Exactly.
I state your name,
I, Yvette Mayfield,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California.
and the Constitution of the State of California.
And I take this obligation freely
I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done, Madam Clerk.
Thank you.
You got an audience.
Yes.
All right. Next item on this evening's agenda, item number 2, reorganization of city council committee assignments. I would ask that we table this matter until we have a full council to consider these appointments.
I would make a recommendation that we just go ahead and leave everything to Josh. He's not here.
Give everything to him,
He'll be
yeah.
the-
That's fair.
There's the other side of that. So I would ask that we table, I would ask that I get concurrence on that.
I would make the motion to to table the relation of the city council committee assignment to our next council meeting.
I'll second that.
All right, Madam Clerk. Thank you very much. All right, next up, item number 3. Citizens request public comments. There it is. Comments are to be received as stated above policy. This is the time and place for the general public to address the city council on matters within its jurisdiction. State law prohibits the council from addressing any issue not previously included on the agenda. Council may receive comment and set the matter for a subsequent meeting. Please limit your comments to 5 minutes. This evening we have Edward Herrera, I believe, of the Oaxacan Community Rotary, wishing to address the council.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, members of the City Council of Taft, California. As you heard, my name is Ed Herrera. I am presently the Assistant Governor to the International Rotary 5240. And for 10 years, I have been the unofficial liaison person for the Oaxacan community of San Pablo de Jaltepec. And in all those 10 years, the community leaders have come to me wanting to express how much they want to be part of this community. They want to do, and they have in the past, done neighborhood cleanups. They participated in a lot of events that are beneficial to the city. And they bring to us a wonderful, beautiful culture. And we are, as you can see, we have the beautiful culture of the Oaxacan community. These beautiful ladies who represent the community are here to demonstrate the beauty of such a partnership within the city. We have, as a International Rotary, we welcome all nations, and we strive for peace and brotherhood and fellowship. And our International Rotary Committee, and we have brought about the idea of incorporating the Oaxacan community into a satellite Rotary Club of Taft. They will have the same outreach of commitment to help the community as Rotary members with the help of the international and the local Rotary. So we're in the process of creating this beautiful partnership. I also want to mention the fact that we are also working on creating home ownership. As you go around the community, you see a lot of abandoned homes or homes that are neglected. And we have a community of 800 families that are willing to step up. They're willing to buy these properties, willing to renovate them, and make Taft show a pride of ownership. And with that, I'd like to welcome the President, Vicente Silva, to say a few words in Spanish, which will be followed by an interpretation. Señor Silva.
For the record, Ed, Vicente Silva is the second person who has signed up to address the council. So this would be number 2 on our list. All right, thank you very much.
Ciudadanos, buenas tardes. Estimado alcalde y honorable concejales, quiero mencionar que venimos de un pueblo muy pobre y que por la necesidad el destino nos ha traído a este pueblo de Taft. Mi nombre es Valentín Bautista Silva y que actualmente sirvo como presidente de la mesa directiva de San Pablo de Jaltepec en Taft, California. Somos una organización con más de 2,000 miembros que por 3 décadas hemos contribuido al mejoramiento del bienestar económico y social de esta bella comunidad. Gracias por invitarme a mí y a los integrantes de la mesa directiva y a participar en la reunión de esta tarde. Estamos aquí para extenderle una invitación personal a usted y a sus concejales a nuestra fiesta patronal de San Pablo de Jaltepec el 21 de enero de 2023 en Taft, California. Este evento celebra la rica cultura oaxaqueña y la contribución de las comunidades indígenas en el Valle Central. La celebración reúne a más de 2,000 personas y cuentan con comida tradicional, músicas, bailes folclóricos, artesanos y por primera vez una feria de salud en asociación con la Coalición Salud para Kern. Esta coalición está compuesta por varias organizaciones comunitarias del Valle Central que promueve la salud de nuestro condado. A continuación, les voy a dar una idea de cómo será el programa de este día. A mediodía habrá varias organizaciones que tendrán mesa informativa acerca de la cobertura de medical, varios recursos de salud y una clínica de vacunación contra el COVID-19. Después le sigue el rosario de la Iglesia Católica Santa María a las 2 de la tarde. Calenta cultural y la ruta será hacia el parque siguiendo por músicas tradicional de la región y comida a partir de las 3 p.m. y programa cultural comienza a las 4 p.m. con una bienvenida público y agradeciendo a nuestros patrocinadores, reconociendo a nuestros invitados de honor y bailes tradicionales en la comunidad de San Pablo Tijaltepec y Guelaguetza. Un baile sigue a las 7 p.m. en cual estará abierto a todos el público hasta la 1 a.m. Como puede ver, será un evento excepcional y nos gustaría contar con su presencia y la de sus concejales como integrantes de la mesa de honor. A las 4 p.m. podemos contar con su presencia de ese día. Muchas gracias.
All right, next up, I believe Juan Carlos, you're going to translate that for us, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Good
thank
evening.
you.
My name is Juan Carlos. I'm going to translate what the President Valentin Bautista had mentioned. I apologize if I make any errors. Dear Mayor and councilors, my name is Valentin Bautista Silva. I would like to start off, we come from a poor town in Oaxaca. The necessity and the future of our children led us here to this beautiful town, Taft. I'm the active president of the Mesa Directiva de San Pablo Tijaltepec in Taft, California. We estimate to have about 2,000 members living in Taft. For 3 decades, we have contributed to enhance and help the economic growth in this beautiful town of Taft. I thank you for inviting our board members and I to participate in your meeting. We're here personally to extend an invitation to you, to your board members, and to the mayor to join us in our same festival de San Pablo Tijaltepec on January 21st, 2023 in Taft, California. This event celebrates the rich cultural Oaxaqueña and contributes indigenous communities in the Central Valley. This celebration brings about 2,000 people from different parts of Kern County and some even further as Fresno. This event will hold traditional food, live music, dances with artificial lights, and for the first time, we will have a health booth in partnership with Building Healthy Communities, Kern County. This partnership is composed from varieties community organizations in the Central Valley that promote staying healthy in Kern County. Next, we'll give you a rundown of how the festival will go throughout the day. At noon, there will be a different booth At noon, there will be different booth setups in the location of the event, handing out information about medical COVID vaccines and information about resources available to the community. At 2 p.m., we will have a rosary in the St. Mary's Catholic Church, followed by music and food starting at 3 p.m. There will also be a cultural program starting at 4 p.m., along with a welcome speech to the public, thanking our sponsors, and a recognition to our special guest of honor. There will be traditional dances from the San Pablo community and the Guelaguetza. At 7 p.m., there will be live music and welcome anyone to dance that will end till 1 p.m. This event will be exceptional, and it will be our honor if you join us at 4 p.m. in our table of honor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Would you step back to the mic, please?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was writing down your
Yeah.
schedule.
Yeah.
And I became a little bit confused.
Sorry about that.
Because, no worries. You got to a point where you said that you're going to invite people for traditional dancing and singing from 10 p.m. to 1 p.m.? Did I hear that right?
7 p.m.
10
Okay,
from-
so we'll start off at 2 p.m. at the Catholic Church. We'll have a rosary, followed by music and food starting at 3 p.m. at the location of the event. There will be also, at 4 p.m., we'll start the welcome speech to the public. That's when we'll have traditional dances from our community, and we have special guests coming from LA that specialize in dances from Oaxacan dances. So
Okay, that begins at 4 p.m.
exactly. 4
Okay,
p.m.
continue, please.
At 7 p.m., we'll have live music that will welcome anyone that's in the audience to dance up to 1 p.m. 1 a.m., sorry.
7 p.m. to 1 a.m.?
Yeah.
All right. Okay,
That'll be
thank
it.
you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I want to thank you all for coming before the council.
Sorry, we'll just add to it. We would like to add something else.
I'm sorry?
We would like to add something else to the.
Okay, go ahead, take him to the mic.
A nombre de todos los integrantes y a nombre de San Pablo, Tijaltepec, le traemos un obsequio artesanal, lo que se trabaja nuestra gente para un reconocimiento en esta ciudad. Se va a hacer entrega. Que se entrega. Se entrega y también traemos un obsequio como costumbre de nuestro pueblo para entregar un pequeño refresco y vino, algo sencillo pero de todo corazón, como de costumbre a nuestro pueblo.
On behalf of the San Pablo community, we have brought artificial items handcrafted by the people of San Pablo here in Taft. And we all also like to give you traditional mezcal and, sodas. On behalf of the San Pablo community, we just want to thank you for having us here. And thank you. I'm sorry, I forgot what you said, but thank you. So we would like to, if you guys can come down here and, we'd like to hand it out to each and one of you.
Okay, I have to ask this question for the record.
Yeah.
The mezcal, is that an alcoholic beverage?
Yes.
Would you care to comment on this, please?
I would, Mr. Mayor, thank you. Mr., is it Carlos?
Juan, yes.
Oh, Juan Carlos and Mr. Silva. So that's a very generous gift, and I'm sure the city and the city council genuinely appreciate it. Unfortunately, because of the rules that apply to city councils,
Okay.
I'm going to at least advise that it not be accepted, and I apologize for that. Please blame me and not the mayor and
No,
not the
it's
city
fine.
council.
I
It
understand.
is my fault.
How about to be clear, the display
Yes.
that they offer, could we accept that as a city such that it could be displayed?
Absolutely.
But not the beverages?
Correct.
Okay, then,
Yes.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
All right,
All
so,
right. Yeah, so if you can,
okay, gentlemen? Would you like to join me down there for a picture?
I'll give you my address to
All
my
right,
house.
come on, here we go.
Yes, we would like to welcome all of you out here.
Very beautiful.
I'll tell it to one.
Where'd they go? Get on in here. Come on.
Okay, so they want us to give you guys this.
Wow, very kind. Well, thank you so much. I just set that in there.
They're on their way.
First of mine. So it's beautiful work.
Mayor, could we catch a picture of President Wiley?
Absolutely. Come on in here, por favor.
Or
Come on in here. Let's get us all in here. Get on the other side over here, please.
Gotta get Wiley beans. What are you trying to say? One more. Here we go. Boom. Got it.
All right. Well, thank you again very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
We'll pick up on to you.
All right, I'm gonna set this right here so everybody gets to see this. Of course, of the meeting.
We'll be there.
Well, let's see.
Mayor, was it just the alcoholic beverage or the sodas too?
Well, yeah, we cannot accept.
Okay.
I'd ask that none of the drinks were used. Thank you, and I'm very
I'm
sorry.
gonna set, so be careful when you, Madam Clerk, when you stand by them. Thank you all very much. If, did you all want to, were you gonna stay for the entire meeting, or?
No, we're gonna leave.
Okay, well then I'm gonna kind of give you a chance to kind of,
Thank you.
thanks again for coming. Thank you all very much.
I got everything down except, when did they say dinner was? 3? I forgot to get that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Buenas noches. Gracias.
Buenas noches. I'll ask Ed Herrera.
Just saying, missed out on the, just saying.
Hey, what was dinner, 3?
Yes.
The dinner, 3?
Dinner at 3?
Was that what she said? When they eat, 3? And it's gonna be where? Where's it gonna be?
You know where the aqueduct is on Gardner Field Road?
Yeah?
Right off to the south side and to the west of the aqueduct. There's a ranch there. We held there.
Oh, okay.
Well, we went from a very full
Yeah,
chamber to,
that was good.
kind of cleared the house, huh?
And no, we have more chairs. We just have, because,
Well, they took full advantage of everything, and what a pleasant surprise.
Yep.
Okay. Now then, item number 4, council statements, non-action. Councilman Waldrop, we'll begin with you this evening, sir.
Well, I'd like to apologize for my coughing. I just got over the flu, and I understand the stores were sold out of all the Metamucil, not Metamucil, but the, oh, yeah, all that good stuff. But I hear they're gonna have it back today, so anyway, excuse me for coughing every once in a while. But that's I just thought.
All right. Councilman Chavera.
Ironically, I really don't have any comments. It was a surprise for me. Today was a surprise for me, too. I definitely won't leave the scheduling up to my wife. anymore, but anyways, I apologize for coming a little bit late.
Well, you know
Plenty
what?
of time.
It's ple-
Yeah.
pleasure to have you. Actually,
you, I appreciate it.
punctuality is a virtue, sir, and you slid right in here just in time, so we're not going to hold it against you.
Thank you.
All right, Mayor Pro Tem Cryer.
Thank you, Mayor. It was nice to see a group here coming and to participate in our government and trying to assimilate in our community to do good things and learn. I've been following this group for a while. Yeah, like I said, I'm part of Rotarian, Rotary Club here, trying to get them to use the different facilities that we have here, the rec, the transportation, their buses and stuff, learning how to use it, but also they're trying to keep crime down. They're trying to make us a safer city for us, and if there's any issues and stuff, they take care of their own pretty well as far as any abuse or anything. As a closed-knit community, they work hard, and by all means, they're not really a poor community. They build on each other for financial and economic deal, and I've been to a couple of their celebrations they've had, and it's first class. I couldn't believe it. What some of the venues they had there. They have bands on both ends of the field, and they're taking turns playing, all different groups. Like every hour is a different band, and to see the different cultures and stuff from that community, it's amazing on there. I've known I know the president there, and we've talked and had some discussions, and they really want to do good in the community. They don't want to see it go down. They want to, bring. They're mostly live in Ford City, but they want to build Taft up, make it a better community on there, and they work real close, I believe, with our chief on different things, so they don't do any mistakes or anything, or anything they're gonna break the law on, because they really do want to try to be part of the community and assimilate on there. But they want to keep their culture and their traditions and stuff, which is great. And the best part is, I always say it, and all of us on the council say it, Taft is a unique community. We're very conservative, and we are a safe community. We don't have the issues that you have in other towns or other cities and stuff. And I think that as a council and as our mayor here and our administrators, Craig, they've done a hell of a good job. And we've got great workers here trying to keep our community clean, free of graffiti, keep our homeless down to the minimize, so that any crimes are committed by them is just tracked. Because I know a few of them I was involved with. I can see on the cameras, the security cameras at different stores and stuff. And the chief gets a phone call from him, and he takes care of it. But there's only so much he can do with the laws that we have to deal with. But things are coming along really well, and that's all I have, and I thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Well, it's a brand new year, folks. Brand new year. It seemed like forever since we were here, but I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to see everybody back here. Things we hope are going to change a little bit. There was an election. There was a national election, local elections. The people have spoken. And I will tell you on a personal note that I do believe with the changing of the speakership that the knowledge base that is going to change at the gavel could quite possibly be beneficial for everyone. And that is my hope. And we'll look forward to seeing how that all pans out. But what we have to do, what we continue having to work towards is the elimination of ignorance. Fantasies don't fund government, and fantasies don't feed the masses. The truth will, and we will continue to work to disseminate that truth. And once everybody understands the reality of those things are being shown globally regarding the elimination of the fantasy and facing the realities. Well, they're going to take place here within our state. And that's my hope. So anyway, we'll continue to work forward to that. And I believe we're all thrilled to be able to have the honor to represent the people and do the people's business here in the wonderful city of Taft. So we welcome you all you can fill these chambers again. It was quite full this evening for a little while, and you can fill it back up. It's your government, it's your community, and we're glad you're a part of it. That's all I have this evening. Item number 5, Planning Commission reports. We have a planning commissioner here, ready to fill us in.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the City Council.
Good evening, Jay.
Our last meeting of the year, last year, December 22nd, really consisted of just 2 small business keeping items, small in the sense that they were extensions of tentative maps. One was for the approval of the, my brain just went blank, the solar project out near your dedicated mayor. We've done an extension of the time on that map. I'm surprised it's gone as long as it has, but of course, a number of things have been interrupted by events, COVID, things of that nature. And the other one was an extension of the map for the extension of the rest of the project for, or almost all of the rest of the project for the Sandy Creek Estate, both of which had no difficulties passing. And the third thing we dealt with was just extending our meeting, making sure that we followed with our meeting. So, as with this particular month, since your first meeting was today, ours will be tomorrow.
Right.
And there are a few more times this year where we'll be following you on we've changed our date from the first Wednesday to the second Wednesday to match your date. Other than that, nothing else to report. If you have any questions, be glad to answer them.
Just to be clear, those 2 items, which were the proposed solar and battery storage facility out off of Gas Company Road, yes, as well as the extension of Sandy Creek Estates, were both extended for 12 months?
I actually have to go back and look because I think they were done for a longer period of time, and my brain is not working as well. I'm another one of those victims of the damn
okay.
cold. But no, I think they were done for a regular extension of 2 years. But I'd have to go back and look, and I'd be happy to do that and let you know before I leave.
Okay, all right, very good. Well, thank you very much for coming and informing us. All right, next up, item number 6, department reports. Do we have any department reports this evening? We have our chief. Good to have you, sir.
Mayor, good to see you. Our new city councilman, Mr. Chivera. Mr. Waldrop, hope you get over that cold.
Oh, boy.
You're not old news, Orchel. I miss you a lot. City Manager Jones, our attorney, Mr. Apperson, and of course, Madam Clerk Mayfield. Just going through the department reports real quick for the PD, Taft Police Department. Our total incidents for the month of December were 738. We had calls for service of 362. Officer initiated, which are the ones that our officers initiate, go out on their own. They're at 376. Traffic stops of 36. Other involved incidents, it's a combined of 340. Vehicle ped stops, 48. Total officer reports, 127. Accident cases, which are collisions, whatnot, we had 9. Courtesy reports, 1 for another department. We had 15 felony arrests, and we had 67 misdemeanor arrests. So I just wanted to pass that on, that we're out doing our job. They are doing their job. They have me as their fallback, but they're doing a great job, and I appreciate it a lot, and I just wanted to pass that information on to you guys.
Well, thank you very much, sir. I will tell you that I see them doing their jobs about. I get out pretty early in the mornings and run into some of the troops quite early on. Oftentimes at about 4:50 a.m. is when the day starts with a cup of coffee, but always involved and always cheery and seem like very happy to be doing what they do, and we really appreciate what they do. So thank you very much for the job your team does.
Thank you, sir, and I'll pass that on.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
All right, next up, item number 7, City Manager Statements. City Manager Jones.
Thank you, Mayor. I have no statement tonight.
All righty. City Attorney Statements. Jason.
Thank you. No statement, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Future agenda requests this evening, gentlemen. Hearing none, we'll move on to the consent calendar, items 10 through 16. All items listed on the consent calendar shall be considered routine and will be enacted by one roll call vote. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a member of the City Council requests specific items be removed from the consent calendar for separate action. Any item removed from the consent calendar will be considered after the regular business items. Are there any items on the consent calendar that any member of the public would like to comment on? All right, those items are item number 10, the minutes for the December 20th, 2022 meeting. Item number 11, the payment of bills, some $420,000 worth. Item number 12 is the treasurer's report. The recommendation is a motion to receive and file the treasurer's reports for the month of November 2022. Item 13 is the second reading, ordinance amendment of Title V of the Taft Municipal Code regarding the adoption of the 2022 California Building Code. Recommendation is a motion to adopt an ordinance amendment entitled, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Taft approving an ordinance amendment, an amendment of Title V of the Taft Municipal Code to adopt the 2022 California Building, Residential, Plumbing, Mechanical, Electrical, Energy, Green Building Standards, and Fire Codes with certain exceptions, edits, and corrections. Item 14 is an update of position classifications included in the employee agreements. Recommendation here is a motion to adopt a resolution entitled, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Taft updating the memorandum of agreements for the Management Supervisory Confidential Group and the Police Management Group. Item 15 is the monthly report for Kern County Fire Station 21. Recommendation is receive and file the monthly report for Kern County Fire Station number 21. Lastly, item 16, recognized obligation payment schedule, ROPS 2324 for July 2023 through June 2024. Recommendation is for a motion to adopt a resolution entitled, a resolution of the successor agency to the Taft Community Development Agency of the City of Taft, approving and adopting a recognized obligation payment schedule for the period July 1, 2023 through June 30th, 2024, pursuant to the provisions set forth in Health and Safety Code Sections 341177J, AB 1X26, and direct staff to present the ROPS 2324 to the Countywide Oversight Board for approval. Does any council member wish to remove any of these items from the consent calendar?
No.
Hearing none, at this time I would entertain a motion to approve consent calendar items 10 through 16.
Motion?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Madam Clerk, may I have a roll call, please?
Mayor Pro Tem Cryer,
Yes.
Councilmember Waldrop,
Yes.
Councilmember Chavera,
Yes.
and Mayor Nor.
Yes, now it passes on a 4-0 vote. Thank you all very much. That brings the open session portion of this evening's meeting to a close. We have one item on the closed session, item A, conference with legal counsel, existing litigation, Government Code Section 54956.9A, Santa Barbara Superior Court Case number 1069882. Thank you all for being a part of this evening's meeting. As we begin, a prosperous new year. Good evening.